Calendar. Female. Spring. Fun part. I want intelligence in whale to be high. Strength. Endurance and dexterity. Speed is shit. That's pretty good. I'll do that one. Oh my goodness, I need to move my mouse. Let's see, weather lore I never use. Carpentry. Ooh, where's my, there we go. Skiing can go down. Climbing, and I don't swim. Shield. I don't use swords or clubs. Axes. I use spear and bow. I don't use that or that. So I want bow to be really good. Spear to be really good. Knife can go down a bit. Stars on the side are how quickly you learn things. Percentage is how good, and you know, the more you get, the better you get. Like I've set bow to master, because I really hate messing with the bow. So we got 2 stars and 3 stars. So no 1 stars, so everything should move up pretty quickly. Carpentry can go down a little bit. It's a 3 star, so we're going to learn really quickly. Tracking is not important. Trapping is important. Physician. Hide working is really important if you want to sell things. Fishing can go down. Herb lore, we need that. Stealth. I have 8 left. Go up with carpentry. Up with physician. Do a little better at tracking. Cookery. And building. Looks good. This is our map. I want to show the cultural regions, and I want to start within my home, but right near Dreek, I don't know. So right about, right there. Enter and play. And I want to do I want to pick where I want to live. Abandoned camp though, some firewood and some useful items. Or agriculture. Yeah, I want that one. So, at the age of 16, you left your home not only with some clothes, weapons, and necessary equipment, but also with some valuable seeds. When you find a nice place to settle down, you can start growing your own crops. You have some turnip seeds, peas, and a shovel with you. That's everything needed to try to grow your own crops. Living in the wild. Among the peoples, there are several different runes and myths about the origin of the world and how it became unreal. However, a common core is clearly visible, which is not a surprise, as all the peoples are of the same origin. The basic myth goes as follows. In the beginning, the world was bare and silent. The wind, the forest, and all the animals were formed out of a song of the Sky Father and Earth Mother. As all the creatures sung together, the Inhemo, or Inhemo, woke up and joined the singing. But the harmony was broken when the Inhemo had to build a lodge for shelter in the first winter. And when the first winter was over, the wise one among the peoples realized that the world was no more real. For more details, see the beginning, the email, and first winter. First timer info. You are about to enter the Unreal world for the first time with this character. When the game starts, press escape to view keyboard commands and help. From there on, you may start to learn the secrets of the game. This game encyclopedia can be started anytime by pressing F1. If you are also notified, you are also notified during gameplay when there's more information available about a topic. The world beyond the game is rich and deeper than it first seems. Exploring and browsing the game encyclopedia may greatly stimulate your imagination and give greater texture and depth to the game. You'll also find answers to most of the questions about the Unreal world and the game here. Feel free to browse the game information now, or press escape to exit and start playing. We'll start with the myth of the Unreal world. You can go to main topics anytime by pressing home. There's more information available about highlighted topics. To display a page, choose and select the topic using your cursor keys and enter, or by clicking with the mouse. You can also type a free keyword topics in the search for a specific page. In the beginning, the world was bare and silent. The Sky Father and Earth Mother were close to each other. They thought that the world was all too silent. They sung, and their song filled the silence. The song is the wind, and the wind traveled wild and free. As the wind walked, something green appeared to grow in its footprints. Soon there was the forest, and all the birds, all the fish, and all the mammals, and all the other animals, except for the emo, the human being in the Unreal language. There is no separate word for female and male beings. The emo in Hemo refers to both he and she, who was still asleep. The world of the game is strongly based and inspired by Finnish Iron Age, about 800 to 1000 AD. The game takes place in the Unreal world, which is an imaginary world based on Finnish history and folklore. The game is completely open-ended, and you decide whether you wish to lead a life of a fisherman, a hermit searching for the peace, a brave adventurer, a rough hunter, a trapper or tradesman. There are infinite ways to play the game. To live off the land, to find excitement in surviving everyday life. You are free to choose your way of life in this very detailed, deep and realistic game world, in which northern folklore, knowledge, and a way of life play an important part. We use Finnish-like words and many names in the game. See language for more information. Most of the names are left untranslated. Words such as kaumo or kiesi are so old that no one knows their original meaning, thus translation is impossible. Kaumo just means a certain region of the Unreal world. Some words could be translated, but are left as such for the sake of the spirit. See language inflections table for further information. Kaumo is Kaumolanian. A Kiesi is a Kesselanian. Direk is Diriculanian. Rimi is Rimialian. Sartola is Sartolian. Covilia. Koivula? Yeah. He comes from Kaumo. They come from Durik. They come from Durik. The spear is made by Kumaliest. These punts are made by Kiesi. Alright, cool. Back to back to the beginning. Back to the Unreal world. The emo. Skyfather and Earthmother wondered why the emo did not wake up. Maybe our dear child is waiting for the light, Earthmother said. So they called all the creatures to gather for the circle of life. All the creatures sat in a great circle, and they did sing together. As their tune went on, the stars, the moon, and finally the sun came into the existence. The emo woke up and joined the circle. The emo understood everything that was sung. The emo could easily communicate with the animals, with the stones and the trees. There was no pain. As the sun and the moon walked along their paths, air became cold, harsh, and a harsh wind rose. Soon the earth froze. It was snowing. The emo felt cold and had to build a lodge. It was the first winter. There were countless stories, legends, and myths about the first winter. During the first winter, the emo became many. Men, wives, children, heroes, and wise. They hunted. Wise ones walked the earth. Heroes made their fire. They made the bow and the arrow, and they hunted. They made clothes, they made tools and shelters, they made skis, and they made drums and knives. Oh, drums and cantels, a kind of harp. When the first winter was over, the emos could not understand the wind singing, nor the bear and the forest humming. The wise ones among the people said that the world was no more real. The world was unreal. Still, the emos can return to the real world in the dreams and with spells. The shamans became negotiators between the people and the spirit world, the other world, the real world. I think it's time to start playing. The story below is a description of your startup scenario and a rough background of your character. You may find it interesting to follow, or you can just ignore it. It only tells you what brought your character here. The rest is up to you. There are so many paths to follow, so many scenes to see, so many wind breezes to feel, and ever so many secrets to find from the world around or within you. The age of 16, you left your home not only with some clothes, weapons, and necessary equipment, but also with some valuable seeds. When you find a nice place to settle down, you can start growing your own crops. You have some turnip seeds, peas, and a shovel with you. That's everything. You need to try growing your crops. Puff, why are you screaming? Shh. Water is essential. This is our first task. Explore your surroundings until you find a source of fresh water, like a lake or even a pond. Then take a big gulp of fresh water and start out again with new strength. In the winter, it won't be so easy. You'll need to use your fishing skill to make a hole in the ice. If you're wondering what's in a certain location, you can look or examine it if it's within your field of vision. Related key commands: Q for quaff, to drink something, or L or F3 to look at a chosen location. Before we start, I want to be clear that I do save scum my games. So if I do something a little sketchy, I want to save it and I copy it to a different folder because there is permadeath. And I don't like permadeath. I like to explore, and starting over is hard. But I hope you enjoy my little video. Let's figure out where we want to live. I like islands because I don't like nerf warriors, and islands are easier to set up traps and protect my little world. This early in the spring, you can still walk on ice, so I don't need a boat. Although a boat would be something. I should check my inventory, see what I start with. A knife and a rough trident, rough fur footwear, nettle trousers, rough linen undershirt, rough fur overcoat, and a rough birch bark cap. an inferior shovel, and a regular shovel. Roasted flat rye bread, roasted black grouse cut, 8 fistfuls of broad beans, 10 fistfuls of barley grains, 2 fistfuls of sweet seeds, 4 fistfuls of peas, 2 fistfuls of neat seeds, and 2 fistfuls of nettle seeds. So the sweet seeds and the neat seeds we do not know. So we go to skills, we go to herb lore, we click enter. Okay, we don't know that one. This one. Yarrow seeds. It's edible, and when boiled it promotes sweating, during which can cool the body during fever and remove toxins through the skin. You're not confident about recognizing it on all occasions. So, that's the skills that we start with. This is a nice little island, but I want some variety to like this has some pine mire, I think. We can look. Yep, that's a pine mire. This is heathland. I want some variety to, great, I'm cold. Let's have the roasted grouse cut, because that goes bad fairly easily. I like this one. I might stay here. Let's keep looking. I would like to get over there. For now, I want this. I will live here. Well, maybe not here. Maybe over here in what is called Spruce Mire. Or maybe up here in the heathland. I like access to water, though, even in the winter. So I might live here, which I think is more heathland. Yep. Heathland is pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I like to be near the open water. We have some unidentified grasses. Growing amusing grasses here. So skill E up. We do not recognize it. I'm cold. Well, first thing is to quaff. There we go. A closer look. You can zoom in and out between the large-scale wilderness map and the smaller-scale local terrain map. Now zoom in to local map and explore the area you are in more closely. The zoomed-in map reflects the wilderness location accurately. So if there's a lake to the north on the wilderness map, you can find it by traveling north in a zoomed-in map also. You may want to look to a given direction or investigate a local location you're at more closely to see what's around you. So what we do is we go down here and we hit enter. Next quest, picking up. On the zoomed in maps, you can find items such as branches, fallen trees, stones, etc. laying around. Depending on the season and the terrain type, you may also find natural food like mushrooms and berries. All of this is picked up the same way. Now try to pick up something you find nearby on the ground to see what you are already carrying. Check out your inventory. So I use G, just lowercase g, but you can use comma, capital G, or you can use capital G or I can't remember what that's called, to pick up from an adjacent tile or pack animal. I for inventory. I guess I'll pick up a stone. So G. That's done. Making a fire. To survive in the wilderness, especially in the winter, you need to learn how to make a fire. That's your next task. You can find and pick up several branches and drop them where you wish to build a fire. Use your timbercraft skill to cut branches from a tree, or you can even set fire to dry fallen tree. To place heavy trunks or a pile of firewood to a location you wish. To place trunks or a pile of firewood to a location you wish to build a fire, you can use push items command. Finally, use build a fire command to light up the firewood. So D to drop something, P to push or pack items at your feet to an adjacent tile or a pack animal. And use skills to view your skills, and then F to build a fire. So, I want to go here, I want to go skills, M, T, and over there. Now, you only need 5 branches to make a fire, but my person is cold, so I'm going to use all 11 of them. Fire. Oh, my hand is cold. That's not good. That means I could get frostbite. Cookery! As you probably will need to fish and hunt for your livelihood, you'll also need to learn to cook what you catch or kill. Now use your cookery skill to prepare some food. The most simple recipe is just to roast raw fish or meat over the campfire. While the food is being cooked, and if you don't have anything else to do, you can use the wait or rest commands to kill some time. Your nose will tell you when the food is ready, so be ready to cancel your lazy time or you will burn the food. I don't think I've ever burnt food. Anyway, skills, and then you use dash, or dash button to rest until whenever. You can use, Alt along with the dash to rest until your fatigue is gone. And then build a fire. Game course event is coming up. You got a fresh pike. So skills, cook, roast. And then page down to get to the bottom. And then that. Cookery is done. Now timber work. They want me to fell a tree. I don't have an axe. Oh, slender trees. Oh, perfect. So, your task is to fell a tree, for which you need to zoom into a local map. You'll need an axe to fell bigger trees, but only a knife is required for slender trunks or small trees. Now, check out your inventory, stand by a tree you wish to cut down, and fell it by using your timbercraft skill. You can wield your chosen tool weapon to get through the required equipment selection list faster. So W to wield weapons or tools, and skills to use your skills. So, the difference is, if we look, this is a pine. This one is a young pine. So, I only have a knife. So skills, M, which is timbercraft, and fell a tree. It's an awkward tool here, but it works. My cat is in a paper bag. Hi, Puff. Do it yourself. You can make various items by yourself. Tools, weapons, clothes, even buildings. So go ahead now and try to make yourself some item. You may want to check out your inventory first to see what you have and what you need. You might want to try an easy piece of woodwork for your first attempt. So M, or the plus sign, I always use the capital M or the plus sign to make items and constructions and inventory. No, Puff, get down. So, what I want to do is I want to click M to move. I'm moving all 4 of these slender branches over here because it's warmer near the fire. I'm going to eat my flatbread. That's all the food I have. So plus, I want to build lumber, and I want to build 4 staves. Knife is an unhandy tool here, but I need weapons. So, 4 crude staves. Oh my god, no. Do it yourself. You can equip yourself pretty well with only self-made items. Sometimes, when you're unable to buy or trade for the equipment you need, you will have to do with some items you can make yourself. This can actually be very rewarding and great fun if you want to live the life of a hermit or wandering adventurer. Crude staves, huh? Okay, fishing. Next up, you need to try out fishing. A good and relatively easy way to keep yourself fed. You can fish with a fishing rod, a spear, or even a club. These are active fishing methods. You can fish passively by using nets. Now find a suitable water area, like a lake or a river, and use your fishing skill. Before going fishing, you may want to eat some food if you have any, as it's much more comfortable to wait for a catch with a full stomach. E is used to eat something. Game course event is coming up, fishing rod. And I picked up my roasted pike. Now I'm going to eat it. Oh my goodness, that's so sad about the staves. So if I activate skills, fishing, I have to make a hole in the ice with a trident, apparently. Okay, now activate fishing rod. Well, I fished. There are many factors that define how many and what kind of fish you'll catch. If you do catch anything, the fishing method and equipment used and your fishing skill do affect your luck, of course. Different types of fish are found in different depths of water, and some only live in lakes and others in rivers. Your chances of catching certain fish will also change with the time of day or night. These are things you'll learn as you gain experience with various equipment and tactics. Shelter in the woods. Sometimes it's useful to build yourself a shelter if you're planning to stay in a certain region for a long time, or even just want to sleep one night more comfortably, or to stay dry when it's raining. Your next task, therefore, is to find a good place. You may want to wander around a bit to find a pleasant one, and make a shelter by using your building skill. After your shelter is finished, you may want to sleep there a night or two. So use your skills and slash or delete movement and rest actions. I don't use those. I'm thirsty again, and I'm gonna eat my pike. What I'm gonna do now is light a fire near me and then go to sleep. Except it's snowing, so I won't sleep for long if it's still snowing. Skill MT down. There we go. Fire. 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 Ugh. Fire. Fire. At least I'm not cold anymore, I'm just cool. Oh my goodness. There we go, I managed to make a fire and it stopped snowing, so I sleep. And I sleep some more. There we go. I'm waking up hungry. Eat my pike. Now, I need to go back over here. The hole froze over. So skill, fishing H. And now apply fishing rod. Apply fishing rod. My hand feels cold. That's so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna abort task because I'm freezing to death. Skill MT down. Fire. Keep fire. Fire. Nope. Well, I might die here. Really need to make a fire. There we go. Skill MT. Fire. Good. I'm going to eat my pike, which is gone now. Gonna run over here and get some water. Yes, make hole in ice. Now drink. And sleep. I'm cold again. This is so bad. I did not start off with a lot of clothes. Skill MT. And R to repeat. R to repeat. R to repeat. Okay. Now, apply a fishing rod. No. Cloth. Make a hole in the ice. Apply fishing rod. 5 breams. That'll keep me fed for a bit. Moving 5 branches just to cook. Fire. Fire. Oh, I managed to make a fire. Cook. Roast. 5 breams. And I'm gonna sit here by the fire while I wait. It's ready. The plus sign to grab everything. eat the plane. 1. I'm warm, so quaff, quaff. Apply fishing rod again, because it's not enough food. And now it's nighttime, and I'm gonna have to make a fire and sleep. There we go, waking up warm. Skill empty. Repeat. Repeat. Just a lot of sticks. Okay, I need to eat again. Quaff. Break a hole in the ice. Apply fishing rod. Apply fishing rod. A is for apply. Oh my god, it's nighttime again. Fish as long as I can. Oh, I'm warm. Nope. I'll wake up again. No, I don't want to wield. I want to eat. Off. And apply fishing rod again. 11 perches. That'll keep me fed for a while. Let's do a fire with all these sticks. Skill cook. Oh, down. 2 breams. R. And now I'm gonna sleep. And I woke up to the rain. Good. Build a shelter. That's probably gonna be helpful. So I need small sticks. So skill M. Fell a tree. I think I only need 3 of them. I think I'm gonna move my base over to the open water. What do I need? So this building menu, down to shelter. I need 20 spruce twigs. So I need to find myself a spruce. There's one. Skill MT. How much is that? 11. So do it again. I'm just gonna get them all. 24. Okay, and now building S. Yeah, well, I've only got a knife. And I'm tired, so comfortably warm though, which is nice. I'm waking up to the rain. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Up. And R. Didn't last long. And it just occurred to me that I skill MT of a fish that I haven't cooked. Skill, cook, roast one of these perches, because you can only roast 10 at a time, and that's where I screwed up. Yay, I'm sweaty! Okay, finish building, and then you hit P to unpause. Sweet, I built the shelter. A spell. You should be aware that there are supernatural spirits, guardians, and dwellers in the unreal world. A way of communicating with and affecting the spirit world are the spells and incantations that you learn. Now review your spells and magic means profile and perform one of those, but don't select it randomly. The spells, sacrifices, and incantations you perform should always be chosen to reflect your recent deeds or the present situation. Now, I'm going to end this here and start my next video.